Many Splatoon teams are put together fairly quickly, and as a result, they're not really thought through very well. There's a bit of a phenomenon where a team will get put together, they'll do decently for about a month or two, and then they'll disband. So why does this happen? Hi there, my name is Santana Rainfall, and today we're going to talk about 5 tips that'll help you not disband in 3 months. Before we get started, if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure to subscribe as it does help the channel. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get started. Number 1, have the same goal. A team will last longer if everyone is working towards the same goal. Teams can have all sorts of goals. Some examples would be like playing for fun, playing for improvement, reaching a certain skill threshold, making content, etc. Friction will build between players when they have different goals because everyone will be trying to accomplish different things. One player might want to stream a tournament run, while another might not feel comfortable being on stream. Over time, a grudge will grow between these players because the other one always wants to do something else. Here's the thing. In this hypothetical scenario, both players' desires are valid, but they're not compatible because they don't want the same thing. Ergo, they shouldn't be on the same team. When a team is being put together, you need to make sure that everyone who joins has the same goal and wants to accomplish the same thing. Number 2, communicate. Eventually, somebody is going to make somebody else upset. Maybe someone on the team has a tilting problem and it makes you upset. When someone does something that makes you upset, it's your job to speak up and communicate the issue. I say this with the assumption that the offender didn't realize that what they did made someone upset, because to be honest, most of the time people don't realize it. All it takes is a quick conversation to speak up about what's making you upset, and most of the time it'll get resolved fairly quickly. What'll happen if you don't speak up is you'll build resentment over time and it'll take a toll on the whole team. You won't want to play together and you won't make progress towards your goals, competitive or otherwise. Number 3, don't restrict what your teammates play. This is a little bit more specific to competitive play, but it's worth considering regardless. I've played with plenty of people who like to play the game with certain comps. Cooler. And very often it ends up in restricting the weapons that a player is allowed to play. Restricting what weapons someone plays is a very quick way for a player to get burnt out and build resentment. I personally know this because I used to literally be like that. As a captain, I used to tell my players to play specific kits over what their preference was because it's what I thought would be best for the team. I really regret doing that because it's damaged my relationships with those players. There are 2 solutions to this problem. The first one is to just play with those weapons at the expense of what your optimal comp looks like. Hi there, Editor Santana here. As I was looking back at the video, I realized that this didn't really come across the way that I wanted it to. You're allowed to want to play a specific comp, but you should try to be open-minded enough to experiment with less traditional weapons if it means that your teammates will be happier. Okay, now back to the video. The second solution is to just not play with them. Play with someone else that actually wants to play that weapon instead of someone who doesn't. Conversely, as a player, don't play weapons that you don't want to. You'll get burnt out and you won't end up wanting to play with the team. Number 4, split up administrative tasks. Traditionally, the captain is the one that ends up taking the responsibilities of completing administrative tasks. You know, things like signing up for tournaments, scheduling scrims, etc. Putting all of that weight under one person can be really stressful, and it can definitely cause burnout over longer periods of time. For me personally, I struggle a lot with signing up for tournaments. For whatever reason, I can't ever remember to sign up, and I always end up doing it at the last minute. For that reason, on my current team, I am never in charge of signing up. I'm a lot better at doing things like focusing on areas of improvement. On my team, I'm generally the one that pushes the team to focus on certain aspects of gameplay to improve upon. My point is, we delegate tasks according to whoever is most comfortable doing it. This helps us the most with making sure that none of us are getting burnt out and that the tasks are actually getting done to begin with. Number 5, do things together outside of the game. Playing the game together is a great way to bond, and it's a great way to practice. However, only ever playing Splatoon can lead to burnout, especially if you're hard focusing on improvement. For that reason, I believe it can be extremely beneficial to do things together as a team outside of the game. Things like watching movies, playing other games, or even just talking helps develop your relationships in a non-stressful environment. For me personally, I've taken time to play Minecraft with some of my teammates. It's not directly playing to our team's goal of improving, but it gives us a space to enjoy each other's company without worrying about winning, losing, or even learning. Having a space to relax and have fun is really important in order to combat stresses and anxieties. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if you have any other tips in the comments below, and have a great day.